action.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everyone is well, and
It's been a while.
it has been a while. We are amongst the chaos here with getting things put back together after the Denver Quilt and Craft Show that we just had at the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. So that was a lot of fun. For those of you who did come, it was really good to see everyone. We all enjoyed that very much. It was fun for us too to take above and beyond and be out of the store and see our familiar and friendly faces as well as some new faces. So we had some fun. Announcements. We have, I feel like Patrick, because Patrick always has his computer during announcements and telling jokes, and I have mine, so I'm Mr. P for today. For this week, we have Sheryl is doing the live video today with an adorable Christmas in July project. And tomorrow we have the OESD embroider on paper event that's virtual at 10 a.m. So if you are wanting to attend for that, you can go on and sign up. That is something that you're able to view for about 24 hours after the video is done. So that will be really cool. Some cool techniques on there, information on like what needles to use and stuff like that while you're working on embroidering on paper. And then on Wednesday, Christine is going to be teaching the Christmas table runner. Where is it? That you guys have all seen so many times, that she kind of took from the Home Sweet Home and gave it a Christmas spin. And that class is going to be on this coming Wednesday. Then on the 15th, which is Thursday, we have the Surged Flat Lock placemats. And then the Vintage Jewel Jot Dot, we're going to be doing block number 5. And then on Friday, Kate is going to be continuing on with Stitcher's Garden on block number 9.
9 already, huh?
9.
That means no.
I know, that's why I said it with a 9. Okay, so those are the classes, and of course, as we kind of get into the video, we will let you know of those announcements again for those of you who were not on then. So for today, can I sneak it real quick? So we are going to be, not we, Sheryl, the queen of chenilling, is going to show you how to make a Christmas chenille pillow. And this is using a panel of a fabric line, which we will show you here in just one moment. So you won't want to miss that, because we're going to show you some cute fabrics that if you are interested, you can order. For this, we do have a kit. It is $22.99. It has everything you need to make the pillow minus the batting. So
it's actually a wall hanging.
We're going to need somebody to get onto Facebook.
Right.
And stop somebody from posting.
Matt. We have somebody on our Facebook.
I mean, it's a nice message, sort of. But just a little awkward.
That's the business one. I guess you might need to change it to like comments. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. So it's a wall hanging, not a pillow, so I'll have to fix some, what? Some things.
Yeah, Paulette, we're getting on it.
Yeah, we're working on it. So before we get into what we're using for this, I do want to let you know of the winner. the winner is getting a the towel that Cindy did as her last live video, the butterfly towel. And this is going to Phyllis Brown in the Centennial location, so we'll get this sent over to you.
Woo woo.
Yay, Phyllis. So for those of you who came to the craft show and came by our booth, you were aware that we were doing a drawing for a Verve machine with everybody who put their name into our, I was going to say golden pot, but it's really not golden, it's clear. But we are going to announce the winner for that as well. But we are going to do that a little bit later on, so you won't want to miss that either.
Yeah.
Are you the winner? Who knows?
You want me to go back though?
Cheryl, will you hold up your project again? So, and it's not a wall hanging. It is a pillow that we're gonna, what?
It's a wall hanging.
Oh, you are doing a wall hanging? Oh, never mind. It is a wall hanging. I thought
This is the back of it.
we were doing a pillow.
And in the kit comes, this is going to be the binding. So you'll cut this 2.5 inches wide. Go around the outside edge. This is extra. This came with the panel. It wasn't enough to do all around the pillow.
Like a border or anything like that?
Anything like that. But there's 2 long strips of this. But that came with so that you can
have fun. You never know. The opportunities are endless.
That's right. That is right.
Yeah, it could definitely be a pillow. I just think that it's easier probably and quicker maybe to do it as the wall hanging that we're doing.
Yep. But the back is in gray.
Cute.
So, should I kind of go ahead and start talking? What I did is you're going to need 4 panels. So there's 4 of these under here on top of each other.
Try not to make y'all sick, sorry.
When I was watching doing
So 4 layers.
Yeah, 4 layers. You're going to cut through 3 layers and leave the last layer whole.
After you've stitched them all together.
After we've stitched.
Because we're sandwiching it, right?
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Any other announcements? Now that we've hopefully got that fixed?
I don't think any more announcements. Did you guys go over?
We have not gone over products and what we're using.
So for the project, the items that are used is the Baby Lock border foot, the border guide foot, which is
that I think a lot of people used last week in one of Kate's classes.
yeah.
Everybody should be familiar with this foot now.
And then it is requiring you to use Frixion pens, but on darker fabrics, she is going to talk about using a chocolate liner pen in as an alternative. And then what we're going to use is the Lana brushes, which is really made for wool, but when you use it for this type of project, you really get beautiful results.
Yeah.
So we have the package of the Lana brushes, but we also have the 2 different chenille brushes that we carry in the store as well. Those are available online, as well as the 2 different chenille cutters. And we'll go over like what the differences and the benefits of both options are as we go through the video. And then what Cheryl is using to pin her layers together are these Wonder Clips that are by Clover. And
They're so handy dandy.
they are. And I mean, you just don't poke yourself.
Yeah.
Who likes to poke themselves?
Not me.
Not me. So all of the items here and the bundle I'm about to show you is available online. So that bundle is the taupe fabric bundle. And
These are my kind of colors.
They are. I mean, you should show them the shirt you're wearing.
No,
it's very similar.
I don't want to show them this thing.
So, but a beautiful bundle. This is $39.99, and it is 4 yards total. But these are really beautiful fabrics. I love them. and they blend so beautifully. Okay, so this as well online. Again, that's $39.99.
And how much yardage?
4 yards. 4 yards total.
4 yards.
So then the next thing that we wanted to show you is the fabric line of which this bundle came from. So we have this panel, and we're gonna just say it's number 4 because we forgot to number this one. But number 4 is the panel, and on here you get 2.
You have to buy 4.
You have to
But
buy
each
4.
But each panel has 2.
2, but they're 2 different views.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. So panel. And then this beautiful black fabric with the pine cones and ribbons. Same thing here. We just have a black background or a white background, and then this adorable
Snowmans.
Are they upside down?
There we go. I don't know. Oh, but then he's upside down. Oh, he's upside down. It's just multi-directional.
They've been drinking a little too much. They've been drinking that eggnog.
Or it's perfect if you're drinking and sewing, because then you can't put it on upside down. I love it. Too much eggnog.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, y'all have fun. All right.
Okay, so we're ready to go. So anytime, now this is a nice small piece to start out with because it's not 44 inches long. So we're a little bit smaller than a whole panel. But again, you start out with 4 panels, 4 like panels, the batting and the backing.
Okay, before we continue, let me answer a couple of questions. So what Sheryl was talking about when we were talking about this panel is that these trucks, one panel is going to give you 2 trucks. One truck is facing left and one truck is facing right.
Yeah.
So you have 4, if you buy a kit, you have 4 panels or 4 pieces of the panel of the truck facing the same direction.
Because you can see right now, if I hold this up, this was the other half of the panel.
And the trucks face each other. So in the kit, you will have 4 truck pieces that are going to be identical and facing the same direction. If you want yardage of this fabric, it is going to be 1 cut. One little skizzer set here is going to give you 2 of these truck pieces, but they're facing different directions.
So you'd have to buy 4 scissors.
4 skizzers in order to make this. But if you want to make this, we have kits.
And if you bought each panel, you would have two sets.
Yeah.
A big,
One for you and one to give as a gift to
away.
someone else.
Because you'll have to keep making more and more and more. Okay, so the first thing you do is make sure that all the wrinkles are out of your fabric, definitely. So press that well individually. You are going to start by, and I already started this, but I'm going to start, I started with
Loretta, I just want to confirm with you, you're saying 2 panels to get the 4 trucks. With the two cuts, you need 4 cuts to make this project. So are you wanting two panels and not having your trucks all matching the same direction is pretty much what I'm wanting to know. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay. I hope it does. Okay.
Okay, so I start with my backing fabric, lay it on a nice flat surface, printed side down, spray it with KK 2000, and then lay the batting or the airlight on top of it and smooth it down nice and flat. So you will have the backing and the airlight KK 2000 together. Okay, then you have those 2 pieces together, you take your first panel and lay it on top of your batting. You're going to have 1 inch or 2 inches around the edge, and I have extra inches around the edge because I'm actually going to probably so I haven't decided if I'm going to use this as my edge or the red line as my edge. But so I have extra fabric on either, all the way around. So you lay down your first panel, lay it down nice and smooth. You take your second panel, and each time I lay my fabric down, I am going to check, and what I do is find some design on here that is pretty pronounced, like this branch, pin it, and then pin through it to make sure that they lay on top of each other. And you go all the way around your design and do that. So the first starting out of getting your pieces together takes the longest time. So I pin the first one down, lay the second one on top of the first one, match up your black lines along here, match up your branches if you want, to make sure that they're on top of each other, and go all the way around and do that. Then you lay down the third piece, do the same thing all over again, and then the fourth piece, and that's where we're at right now, is the fourth piece. And I put straight pins around the outside edges, and make sure, definitely make sure, because I put pins on the outside edges, make sure you don't have any pins underneath that you could sew through, because getting a pin out of here is difficult. So I have the edges pinned, and then these little guys. So I have one edge that I have not pinned together yet, okay? So what I'm going to do is line up, if you want to come on top of me, because it likes to shift.
Sharon, the kit is $22.99.
So I'm poking the pin through the fabric. It's lining up right on the end. So I'm going to put it through all thicknesses. I'm going to go here. I'm unpinning this layer, and I'm going to pull it through and make sure that my truck there is all lined up, which it is. And I'm going to take these little nifty guys, pin it through, and
you're pinning where you just double checked that it was on top of, right?
If things get off a little bit, don't worry too terribly much, because what am I doing there? Okay. But you want to get a lot of pins along here. And I'm going to go back along, fill that pin from underneath. Checking it, looks good. I'm making sure my little branches, my tiny branches, are looking good there. When I first started doing this, I did a lot of straight pins all through here. Oh my gosh. Ouch. You draw a lot of blood that way. These guys are so much nicer.
So Miss Billy, we are using 4 identical pieces that have the truck on there. So I don't want to say a panel, because a panel means that you have, 2 different sides. But you have, on this particular project, you have 4 truck pieces that are matching identical, meaning that they are going the same direction. And the kit has those in there for you. And Sharon, let me unzoom real quick. We are making a Christmas wall hanging out of this panel. What I was saying earlier is that this panel on this side, it has the truck facing going to my right. But if we flip this and it's just the opposite side, our truck is going to be facing the opposite direction. So for this, you have one panel gives you a truck facing the left and one truck facing the right. So our kits have 4 pieces that have the truck going the same direction.
Okay, but I forgot to mention, probably before you put this last panel on, I took a yardstick and I took my nifty little Frickion pin and diagonal, what?
You.
High talk.
Frickion.
There's
There's an X in there.
friction pin.
Friction pin.
Anyway, you go.
We have fun, can you tell?
We go from corner to corner at a diagonal with your yardstick or ruler. Ruler's a little too short. And draw your line from one end to the other. If you would have a panel that is dark fabric, you could use this chalk liner and just run this along the edge of your
Yardstick.
measuring device. Yeah.
Measuring device. That was good. That was good.
and there you have your line. So now we're ready to go.
We're
And
ready.
you don't want to iron now because you might iron your line off.
Uh-oh.
Don't want to do that. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, or the next thing I'm going to do, is since I have everything all pinned, because it likes to shift, I'm going to go ahead and stitch around the outside edge. When I first did my first one of these, I didn't do that, and it shifted quite a bit. And so then it still came out okay. Whoops. Sorry, that did sound awful, didn't it? Okay. So I'm going to go center needle. And
Hi, Lisa. While you're getting that, I'm going to show Lisa.
okay.
Lisa, we are working with a Christmas panel. We have a couple of different fabrics also, but today's project is working with 4 panels or 4 pieces of this fabric. So I will explain one more time. This fabric, when you cut one piece of this panel, on this side, the truck is facing to the right. But if we were to flip this over, that truck would be facing the opposite direction. So in a kit, which is $22.99, it will have 4 trucks going in the same direction, backing and binding, so that you can do today's project. The other fabrics that go along with this line are these as shown. So number 1 is this adorable fabric with snowmen on it. Number 2 is the white background with the pine cones and the red and green bows. And then number 3 is very similar as number 2. Only difference is the background color is black. Pine cones with the red and green bows. No, we don't have the plaid. The plaid is a part of the panel. So it is on your panel for you.
I was hoping there was enough of it to go as binding. That didn't work.
So what are you doing now?
This one. Oh, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Trying to sew a straight line. So I'm just basting all the pieces together. So I have my regular foot back on and have my stitch length up to 5.0, which I could have messed up my tension, but I didn't. So it'd be easier to take out, because when you go to cut the lines, you have to take this basting stitch out. But if you don't do it, your fabric shifts too much on you. That might help you go faster, huh? So you're just going along, getting laying it all together. My nifty magnetic grab it. It's catching all the pins for me when I throw them over there.
So, Jan, panel is normally 2/3 of a yard. Bella, I am going to, we will send you the fill in the blank files through the WeTransfer. I'm sorry that you did not get those yet, but we will get that taken care of for you. And I do believe that we are still waiting on our shipment of pillows to arrive. So, yes. Well, technically, guys, there are 4 fabrics. So, we have the fabric with the snowman. We have... So, the fabric with the snowman, the white background with the pine cones, black fabric with the pine cones, and then the panel piece. So, there are 4 in total. Would the walking foot work well for this as well? Lorraine Myers wants to know.
It works good on, you could try it, but I didn't like the bulk of it. So I wanted something that wasn't quite as bulky. I'm on my last stretch here, ladies. And this one doesn't, it doesn't matter how straight you sew. Almost there. I'm there. Okay, so I'm keeping my regular foot on for just a moment because I'm going to sew from one corner to the other, and I just want to see what all I'm doing. And I have my straight pins on the diagonal at the moment, and what I need to do is make sure I change. I'm center needle position, but I want to go to 4.0 for my stitch length. You could go smaller if you wanted to. And I'm going to go from corner to corner. So here I go. And just keep the middle of your foot down the middle of your line. And it's nice with these pins because they don't bite you and draw blood. But there you go. Just here I kind of did it. Oopsie. Drawing a straight line wasn't quite so straight. And you might want to slow it down just a little bit so that you don't go too fast and then do tiny stitches, big stitches. And the walking foot would help with that.
So Linda, the yellow and pink things that are on the panel that Cheryl is stitching on are called Clover Wonder Pins. They are
wonderful.
Great for a project like this.
They're actually fun to use. And when you start doing your diagonal stitching, we're going to go about 1/2 inch apart, so you're going to have 1/2 inch tunnels. You can use the border foot, is great foot to use. You can use, if you have, what do you call that? The line. beam on your machine,
The needle beam.
needle beam. And I'm just going to sew off to the edge cut. And I'm done. Now I'm going to put on my border foot, so that I stitch the same amount back and forth.
So in the package of the Wonder Pins, there are 20 pieces to a package. They measure about 1.25 inches long, but they are, I love them. I think they are really neat. Okay, I'm going to put you guys down for just 1 second.
Okay.
Because I need to get high.
Oh yeah?
Well, not that kind of high, Cheryl. Silly
I'm just
girl.
feeling silly. Well, you know, when you have crack for a last name.
Are the Wonder Pins a type of safety pin? Can we see a...
Yep.
Yes, let me...
I used them all.
Oh, we'll show you here in a minute. We will show you close up and personal of a Wonder Pin.
There it is. There's the pink one. It looked like a grasshopper. Doop, doop. I gotta quit shaking there. There, we'll lay it down there. That looks better. So when you go back and forth on, I can't talk, stitching these lines, you want to go, so this first one I went that way, I'm coming back this way. That way you don't end up,
With your fabric shifting at all?
yeah. And if it does, you reshift it back the right way.
That makes sense.
And if you don't sew exactly straight, it only shows on the back side, and that's why it's hanging on the wall so nobody can look at it. Just kidding. And it's kind of like free motion quilting. You got to be at the right height of everything so that your shoulders don't hurt. Okay. So I'm going to get this one out of the way. Got to remember which way it pops off this way. Aren't those cute?
The narrow side.
Yeah.
Our Wonder Pins.
They are wonderful. Okay, then I'm going to flip it. Whoa. Sorry.
You're okay.
And go down the other side. So I'm lining that up. Lower my presser foot. And away I go. And if you get out of line, sometimes you can readjust so that each one doesn't get worse and worse as you go.
You're doing a 1/2 inch, quarter
Pretty
inch,
close. Pretty close.
7/8.
Close to a 1/2 inch.
Close to a 1/2 inch. 3/4.
1/2 inch. And if you roll this up, it helps for you going through stuff. And you just keep going back and forth, back and forth. And you can kind of move these out of the way too. Well, fiddlesticks. I'm making it harder than it is.
Do you know the size of the piece that you're sewing on? Just like with it cut out.
Oh, I measured it once. I forgot.
Is it over there by the mouse?
It's a little bit shorter than, well, it's about.
We'll measure it when
Yeah.
when she's done stitching it together. So hang tight with us, Jan.
The yard is 12 inches. It's more than 12 inches.
Yeah. Looks like a half. It looks like 18. 18 by 24 is my guess. As close to a half of an inch as she can get. That is what she is. That's what the width of her quilting stitches are.
What's nice with this guy, I like this one for slashing everything open because you have different widths.
Going around.
So you have 4 different sizes of slashing. That's the advantage to this one versus this one, because this one you have to keep it going down the middle to stay in the middle, where this one it just goes down the tunnel and you don't have to be so accurate. Well, you still have to be accurate, but it's easier to get down the middle of these guys.
Yes, Linda, the answer to your question is yes. We will get that on.
But this is just to show. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's okay. It should be on this side. So I'm going to do like half of this, because basically all you're doing is sewing straight lines.
Bobbin. The bobbin.
It was,
Right.
I'm not sure, it was my embroidery machine. Okay. And I just wanted to show you what it's doing.
Okay.
And see
Carol, the show was a lot of fun. It was amazing. We all had a great time seeing everyone. And no, everything's not in place. My red, white, and bloom quilt is missing. And so is my Main Street pillow.
Missing.
No, it's just not hanging up. So some samples need to be hung up, and no, we are definitely still getting things back in their homes. It is a lengthy process, but worth it. Linda, because this takes 4 pieces that have that identical truck, we do not have a finished project of this, just because we didn't want to have a finished project and use 4 more for today's, using 8 identical trucks. So we don't have a finished because we wanted to make sure that we had enough of the project, of the materials, to make kits and cut yardage.
We could show them the snowman.
Okay, I'll go show them the snowman while you do that. The show was fabulous. And Kim, it was so nice to see you. I feel like I never get to see you anymore. Oh no, hope you find them. Oh no, Karen, I know where they are. They just haven't made their way back up onto the wall. Don't fear, my dear. We know where they are. I think Christine has my pillow, though, to be honest. Do you have pre-wound invisible bobbins in yet? I do not, Jackie. I will check in with other people in Above and Beyond and see about that. What kind of clips are being used on the panel? So, Sophie, we are using the Wonder pins on the panel over here. And this is what they look like on when they're not being used and the pin is not in its little safety area. There are 22 a package.
I used all 22 on this wall hanging.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd recommend is something.
And I would suggest too, if you use this size or larger, wind a few bobbins so that I'm matching my top thread and my bobbin thread are the same, but so that you don't have to wind, and if you're not using pre-wounds, wind some extra bobbins for this.
Yeah, and Cheryl's using a gray thread. Oh, yes, Wanda, it was so good to see you.
I definitely can.
Oh, thank you, Karen. We certainly have fun with them. Yes, we had a lot of fun. Okay, I am going to take you over to, and I'm going to cover the camera because I don't want to get you guys motion sickness.
The one that you sit at, and then you
Yes.
move the fabric underneath, so it's probably like a tiara.
That's it exactly.
Okay.
Rather than the tiara 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
It's just the tiara.
Okay, so this is a panel that Sheryl had done last Christmas, and this is her chenille. So you can see up close that these are a 1/2 inch apart, and if you really want to, you can peel back the layers and see that there are 4 panels that is required to make this panel, but it just gives it this nice like fluffy look to it where you just want to cuddle them. Isn't it cute? So we are going to try and plan on doing a panel class. Sometime in the future that shows you where Val had done the secret window wall hanging. You needed to have the specific panel that Val was going to be working on in her class. But the one that Sheryl is working on is a panel using the chenille technique where you can use that with any panel. So we're working out the details on that.
So should I just go ahead and do this last one and then we can cut it and rough it up?
Sure. So no, Linda, you do not need to order backing separately because if you've ordered a kit, the backing is going to be in your kit for you.
I'm a slow sewer. Okay. So I got a few lines done. So what I'm going to do is take my seam ripper and I am going to just rip out that basting stitch and at both ends. So do that right quick, and I'm going to do it down at the other end as well because otherwise you can't get your little tool through here. It does take, you know, a little bit of extra time to do this, but I think it's well worth it as far as keeping your pieces of fabric together from shifting on you. Okay.
I believe the Olfa cutter.
And you can so what you have to be careful of is not slicing through everything. And if you do that, stop as soon as you know it. And if you haven't gone very far, nobody's ever going to know, because I'm not going to tell. This one's pretty fat, so I want to go to a narrower one, so I'm going to go to this one. So I'm going to go in here, and sometimes what you can do too, if you want to make sure that you don't slice through all 4 pieces, you can start out, if you want to, with your scissors.
I do not have a fuzzy picture, ladies, so I hope it fixes itself.
Okay, so I took my scissors and clipped in just a little bit, and then I'm going to slide this under there, and I'm going to change the blade. So on here it says turn to a new edge, so I'm going to turn this way, and I'm going to go to a new edge. And this is just a rotary blade. But see how it's in there? I'm pushing really hard. I'm pushing hard, not really hard. And I don't have to worry about keeping it straight because it's right in there in that tunnel. And there it goes. See how nifty?
Let's do one more.
Okay. So I'm going to clip it. Because you know why I clip it? Because I won't tell you how many times I've cut through all 4 panels. And then it's a whoops. Okay, so 1, 2, whoops, 3. Get that in there.
So you don't cut your base layer, you only cut 3.
And you can double check to see that there's your bottom layer there. There's my tree up on top. Branch, I should say.
All
but
right.
See how easy that just slides like butter.
Slides like butter.
So there you go. Want me to do one more?
What did you delete, Wendy?
And see how nice and easy it goes? And there you go. And then you get your little nifty brush and you think of who you're mad at and you just start scrubbing. And look at that. You know, the madder you are, the more it... and if you sprint it with a little bit of water, it will chenille up nice and pretty too. And when you get a bigger area, if you go in circles, kind of like that, that helps too. But that just gives you the chenille look. Isn't that easy?
Linda, I'll call you after the video, okay?
But there you have your, and you just do that row after row all the way to the end. And then you decide, you know, where you're going to have your edge of the fabric, if you want it here. So what I will do, this comes in the kit, and you cut these, I cut them 2.5 inches. Do your bias binding. Well, I didn't do this with bias because it's a wall hanging. Just cut it 2.5 inches, sew it from the back side, roll it over, and you can decide whether you want the red showing. Of course, it's not going to be that wide, but or if you want to go out to the black.
Very nice.
And you're done.
All right. So we still have to announce the winner for the Verve machine. So do you want to?
The basket.
Yes. Go get the basket. Shake it up.
And don't do this with dark clothes on.
Oh yes. I don't know if you just heard Cheryl, but her suggestion is to not do this with dark clothes on.
Okay.
Shake it, shake.
Shake it, shake it.
Put it up here. Should I draw something, or you want to draw it?
You draw it. Cheryl's picking the winner.
Okay. The winner is Betty Davy.
Betty Lynn Pepka.
What?
Congratulations, Betty Lynn.
You get the Verve.
Betty Lynn, congratulations.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to measure this out for Miss Jan Stegan. She is wanting to know what that size is. So while you measure it, I'm going to answer questions.
I have a tape measure in my pocket.
She comes prepared, ladies. She has a tape measure in her pocket.
From green to green, it's 21 and a half.
21 and a half by what? Do you always use a
21 and a half.
21 and a half?
Square.
21 and a half square. Do you always use a 1/2 of an inch seam when you do chenille?
You know, if you don't want to cut quite so many, you could go wider. I wouldn't go any narrower, but you could definitely go wider. You could go 3/4 if you wanted. If you went 1 inch, I think it's too wide, and it just you like it to lay over each other when it chenilles.
All right, 21 and a half square. All right, the kit mailed. Oh, how do the names get entered? So Lisa, this was for a craft show that we were at. We had a booth there, and we had everybody who came into the booth filled out a form, and that put their name in for the drawing of the machine. What brush do you think works best? So Karen, I think Cheryl and I are in agreement that the metal on the Lana brush just makes the chenille process a lot faster, and it has a really pretty outcome. So just as a reminder, before we head out, I want to give you the announcements again as to what to expect for the rest of the week and the live videos or classes or events that are taking place this week. So this week on Tuesday, I was going to say Thursday, sorry. Tuesday the 13th, we have the OESD You Can Embroider on Paper event, which is a virtual class that starts at 10 a.m. and that is able to be viewed for about 24 hours after the class. Then on Wednesday the 14th, Christine is teaching her Christmas table runner. And on Thursday the 15th, we have the Surged Flat Lock placemats. That is at 10 a.m. That's virtually. And we are doing block number 5 of the Vintage Jewel Jot Dot on that day. And on the 16th, on Friday at 2 for the live video, we are going to be doing the Stitcher's Garden block number 9. So I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And Billy, I need to get you an answer. I am going to get you an answer. Hold, please.
And come into the Littleton store and see our finished project. But give me a few days.
Yeah. We can post a picture of the finished project when she's able to.
Yeah.
One panel in my basket to Thornton, please. How much is the round cutter? So the chenille color cutter, this guy, is originally $34.99, and with the 20% discount, it is $27.99. The other option is the Clover Original Slash Cutter, which personally is one of my favorites. Again, it's preference. With this one, you kind of have to hold it in your hand. Will you hand me that one? While you're doing your cutting, you're holding this like this, which is not a big deal. However, with this one in your hand, for me, and this is my preference, I like that I can put a little bit more strength into my push, having this in my hand, like, well, whatever else you hold in your hand like that. I'm thinking like a rotary cutter, exactly. So, again, it's just preference, but this one is originally $17.49, and with a 20% discount, it is $13.99. Can you show the placemats? What placemats?
The wall hanging?
Lorraine, what placemats are you talking about? And Linda, this Saturday is not home for the holidays. We had sent out an email. We are doing the Home for the Holidays with the new Kimberbell curated design. And Christine and I selected 4 projects from that collection and have made kits for them. However, we are going to be doing the All Is Bright pillow in that kit and for that class. However, those pillows have not arrived to us yet. So we did send out an email to those who are signed up for the Home for the Holidays class, letting everyone know that the date for that class had changed from this coming Saturday to the August 14th Saturday. So we are very hopeful that these pillows are coming in soon so that we don't have to change the date again. And for those of you watching who are participating Home for the Holidays, we thank you for your patience and understanding as we are waiting for those pillows to arrive. I thought you said Wednesday was a serger placemat. Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Let me just pull it up here on the calendar for you, my dear. So this is Thursday, July 15th, and this is the surged flat lock placemats.
Yeah, I will check both because they're both different companies. So let me get your name and number. Oh, my phone. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. And then.
All right, everyone, we're going to sign off. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you next Monday. And for those of you participating in the Christmas Table Runner class that Christine is teaching on Wednesday, I will see you then.
Have a happy week.
Oh, is there a sample for the ugly Christmas sweater project? Yes, there is. Give me just 1 second. Can I hand you the phone and you talk to them for a moment? While I get that for them.
You can see our Kimberbell corner, huh? We're getting it put back together. Well, I will try to have this done by the end of the week, in between putting the store back together. But get this done so that we can show you the finished product. And you can also come into the store and see the snowman that we did last year. Here comes Amanda with the ugly sweater wall hanging. It's really, really cute. The fabric.
Can you see it all?
Yes. So we have 5 panels, 5 squares that are embroidery, and the other 4 squares are the fabric, and it's just turning out really cute.
So yes, this is a class that Cindy is going to be teaching. It is called the Ugly Christmas Sweater wall hanging quilt
thingamajig? Our guests of honor.
One of each.
One of each of everything? We can do that. So this is going to be taking place on July 20th.
Right around the
and-
corner.
Right around the corner. And July 27th. So this is going to be a 2-part class.
It's a lot of fun.
So as of right now, the materials needed for this project is not online. So if you are interested in it, then just comment on the comments below. We'll give everyone just a couple more minutes just to be able to
Make your comments.
make their comments before we end the video. If anyone has any questions, we're still working on getting this online. It's going to be on there later today.
Bunny, your question, is there lots for the sweater? I'm not understanding the question.
I don't know either. All right, let's see. Is this Kimberbell? No, this is not Kimberbell. This is a different, excuse me, I have the hiccups.
It's
So, for those of you who are interested, on our events calendar, when you go to July 20th or 27th, we have a picture of Cindy's quilt on there so you can get a better look at it. This is going to be from 10 to 4 on July 20th and 27th. And on here we have put the description. Join Cindy as she makes this adorable project that is perfect for Christmas in July. If you purchase the fabric kit and the design CD, you will participate in the class for free. In order to participate in this class for free, please call our phone number, which is 720-440-9654, and we will get you registered today. And the reason for that is we have to waive that fee for you once those items are purchased. Because, as you can see above, if you sign up online, it is going to charge you $10. Because for those of you who do not want to buy a fabric kit, you can participate in the class for a $10 fee. This is a Bruce Allen design from the fabric confetti, which we have done a couple of designs with in the last few months. Christine did the wall hanging that spelled out the word sew, and we are going to be doing the God Bless America confetti as embroidery club for this month. I mean August, because embroidery club at this store has already taken place. So, but we are going to have a good old time. Okay. Roberta, we can check on that for you. So, Patty, we are talking about the Ugly Christmas Sweater virtual class that Cindy is going to be teaching on July 20th and 27th. And that is what we were talking about. Okay, I will go out and resend an email to all of you who are signed up for the Home for the Holidays. Okay, well, we are ready to sign off now. If you have any questions, you can always give us a call, 720-440-9654. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks, guys. Bye.